but it's actually a super complicated thing. Like, you did some cool analogy and some cool math to figure this out, right?
I tried to figure out how hard this really is, and so I crunched the numbers with the size of the rocket and the size and how high it's going. What's happening with the first stage is it's like launching a pencil over the Empire State Building, having it reverse, come back down, and land on a shoebox on the ground in a windstorm. That's what's happening.
The critical part.
Yeah, and I don't think I could throw a pencil over the Empire State Building and catch it on
to try to do. And the crazy thing is, we're like 30 seconds away from this
crazy maneuver.
This extremely energetic room is a hush.
Oh my gosh.
Just getting the last burn is going in. Landing legs should be deploying in about 10 seconds or so. That is a view from the landing pad.
That is that first stage
Coming
coming
back.
back down to land at Cape Canaveral. History in the making, guys.
Stage 1 is landed.
LZ-1, the Falcon is landed. Landing operators moving to procedure 11.100, section 3 on LZ-1 VNet and recovery net.
Repeat, the Falcon has landed.
Just in case if you've just joined us, we've had a great first ascent of the first stage, as well as a stage separation of first stage and second stage. Second stage, as you can see there on your screen, we had a great MVAC ignition, and second stage is now carrying JCSat-14 out to geosynchronous transfer orbit. We're now waiting on, like John said, the first stage to come back and make an attempt on to landing on Of Course I Still Love You. And we just completed that landing burn, and we're going to be waiting. Excuse me, the re-entry burn. Thank you. And we're waiting for the landing burn, which I'm sure you'll hear the crowd around us start cheering whenever we have visual confirmation of that.
What makes this mission so difficult, in particular, the geosynchronous transfer orbit missions, is that the re-entry, even after that re-entry burn, we're still moving twice as fast as we would for a typical low Earth orbit mission. We're entering the atmosphere at about 2 kilometers per second for this mission, instead of a more typical 1 kilometer per second for a low Earth orbit.
Right, and that landing burn is going to come up in about another 20 seconds or so, and keep in mind that because we're going twice as fast, the velocity is the square, energy is the square of velocity, so 4 times as much energy is being imparted on that stage, and 8 times as much heating, which is why we said before this is going to be a very difficult mission for us, and we are not expecting a successful attempt at this time around.
Though we are
but
always
we're learning, we're always hoping. And you're hearing everyone cheer right now because it's coming into the drone ship. We will show you what we can right there, and that's a view from our drone ship in the middle of the And it looks like we have for a bit before we do a second ignition.
Stage 1 entry burn is shut down.
Stage 2 propulsion still nominal.
Still a good flight going for Dragon to the International Space Station.
Stage 1 is transonic.
First stage on the way back.
Stage 1 landing burn has started. Landing legs have deployed. LZ1, Falcon 9 has landed. Landing operators moving to procedure 11.100 on recovery and LZ1 ANET.
Mission control for SpaceX in Hawthorne, California. Staff celebrating what appears to have been a successful landing at Complex 13 here at Cape Canaveral.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off of the Falcon 9. Falcon 9 clear to clear the towers. Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 entry burn. Stage 1 entry shutdown. Stage 1 landing startup. Stage 1 landing burn.
Nominal parking orbit insertion.
Loss of signal.
This is recovery. Falcon 9 has landed. All landing operators proceed to procedure 11.100, Section 8 on recovery net.
Cable loss of signal expected.
And we're coming up on the engines. We have boost back burn. You can hear the applause in the background from the SpaceX team gathered around the Mission Control Center as we're watching the 3 Merlin engines on the first stage light, and we have got shutdown for the boost back burn. So currently we're coming up on T plus 7 minutes. Second stage continues to head into orbit. First stage is coming back to the drone ship. Let's go bound to the floor for the landing burn and the entry into orbit of the second stage.
So as you just saw, the re-entry burn for the first stage has just completed and looks successful. You can still see camera footage from the first stage descending down. Hopefully we'll be able to maintain video all the way down to the drone ship.
What a great shot that is. It's beautiful. Now, so as you know, sometimes we lose that video in the drone ship. There's a lot of vibrations happening there. We're going to try our best to keep that link, and hopefully once that landing burn hits, we'll catch it, we'll see it visually. And if all goes well, Falcon 9 will be standing proud there on the deck of our drone ship.
You may have noticed little puffs of what looked like smoke coming out from between the grid fins every once in a while. Those are part of the attitude control system. I think this is the
landing burn. Looks like the landing burn has just started, so we should be coming right down on the deck of Just Read the Instructions.
This is a single engine landing burn, so it's a slower decrease in speed.
You can actually see the deck of the drone ship right now.
Wow.
So we're all very happy. Now we have 2 drone ships that have both successfully received first stages.
Wow, and we can see it the entire way there. No video cut out. So props to our team for making that work. This is fantastic.
Yeah, that's standing right in the center of the X there.
What an amazing view.
Wow.
Now, amidst all the excitement, it's important to remember this is not the primary part of the mission. The Iridium